I really do not understand, but why suddenly food is becoming a big, big issue in today's time. Everybody is concerned and focused about food in a way which has never been there before. There is a certain kind of a division among population where the economy is being divided into food and the others divided into a different kind of economy and trying to drive a purpose out of it. And I don't see anything positive in this attitude because uh, there is no reason of dividing it. I understand that our nation, India, is divided into a lot of states, and every state has a certain kind of a belief, and that beliefs are implemented into different division of powers, and it sort of controls the people with believes the secularism is getting driven out because of this factor, and that's the core reason that the economy is getting divided and distracted with this element. And the major setback is of karma. For now, when I look at the history, I completely understand that Gandhi, who was a lawyer and advocate, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, was categorically picked. Nobody is so lucky in today's time, or nobody is so blessed. There is always a reason whether you're picked for a blessing or whether you're picked for a luck in your life. So if Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi was picked as the national face for the rupee, that was because his name had that strength which had the meaning that is going to draw and get back everything which has gone out from the country, everything. When people say that English has left the India, and now India is with Indians, and in Indians we categorically mention that it is with Hindus. It is a dedicated land for Hindus, and then suddenly the whole karma is bringing back the the external control. That is because the rupee had Gandhi on its, on the face of the currency had Gandhi, and Gandhi's name is karma, and it's all connected with karma. So you cannot get the secularism out of the country and claim the karma, because it is connected. You either remove Gandhi from rupee, either Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi should go out. If Hindu wants to dominate, then this karma has to go out. As long as karma will be there, it will be a secular nation. Let's just accept it. It cannot be something, and it's going to be divided among so many states, and it's going to be a very uh, it's going to drive out a purpose which is not actually striving any kind of a growth for anyone, because it is a very curseful kind of a cycle which is running among each other. Because when I look at the karma and the beliefs that people have, and then there is an understanding that everybody comes with their destined kind of a death which is written for you. Okay, that is what people believe in, that we are mentally set. Today I'm talking, tomorrow I don't know, I might die. So it's like that. Life isn't unpredictable. The same is the case with animals whom we are thinking so much and trying to save and trying to do so much to the planet, which I totally understand. But crying for an egg is not making sense in front of me, because everything is at equality. Even what are you going to eat? You tell me this. Your spices are not good for the health. The spices that you're taking, um, you can have problems like acidic reflux if you're having spices which are not suiting you. And India is known for spices, and the people who are not conscious, who are not into much spices, and who are into sattvic foods, and suddenly they turn into spicy food, or a spicy food person changes into a sattvic food eating eater. You're going to go through those changes, which is going to give you certain diseases which are not very welcoming, because you are not immune of it. You're immune to a certain kind of a diet which you are uh, imbalancing, because you are so exhausting yourself with the planetary changes and the goodness and extremism side of it. So I don't see anything positive in this. I really don't see anything positive in this. I know people have maybe people have suffered a lot and they are thinking that this is the only way to settle down the karma is to by fixing the karma and making a good move, and this is what we'll do, and then this will, it won't happen this way. As long as karma stays on the national rupee, things are not going to change. Things are not going to change, I'm telling you. So if you really want karma to walk out of the country and walk the curses and everything which is following as a form of dharma and karma, then it's better to remove Gandhi from rupee. That's the only way. That's the only solution. And I think that practically makes a lot of sense. Practically makes a lot of sense because there is no point dividing. What do you say? Dividing the economy of, on in the name of motherland or whatever. There's some people who worship cow, and then a calf leather cannot be carried, and a cow cannot be slaughtered. You cannot eat it, while some people eat it. There's a big deal made out of it, so it's not making sense. It's not making sense. You remove the karma and everything gets in sync. You remove that particular thing which is part of it, because that is the problem. That is the problem, in my understanding. Whether you take ayurvedic medicines, you comparing it with homeopathic, did not suit me. I was following the course for I was following homeopathic medications for one of the skin allergies I had, and it was Dr. Batra's homeopathy that I was following, and I started I started having a lot of hair fall because of that, and then it didn't suit me. The same is the case with Ayurveda. We don't know. People are coming up with certain syrups and everything, which has a lot of natural ingredients, and those natural ingredients are basically your spices. Like turmeric is a spice. Haldi is a spice. So salt is a spice. They are using all of this, and you don't know whether your immunity actually supports that, and you should adapt Ayurveda or you should not. You do not know that. So it can also give you the same kind of a kidney failure as much as an allopathy is going to give you. So everything is in proportion and at equality with each other. So there is no fight about it. I know we are making a big deal for pleasant and planetary movement, everything, but you have to understand as an individual, all human body, all human system are different. Okay, they are not same. They are not same. We are not an Apple product that we all will be alike. We all will be operating or having the same functionality, that okay, we have an iOS, we are all iOS programmed, we are all Android programmed. No, it's not happening like that. We all are different. We are all different. We are all from different years. In one family you have people from still living, people from medieval period, to people from common era, to people from anno domini, to people from the latest millennials, and then now we have Gen Z. So it is very difficult to get everybody on the same page, because people have impatience, people have fights, people have their own school of thought, which makes things very difficult to be in the same race, in the same crowd, in the same understanding with each other, and to align with that is very difficult. It's as difficult as aligning stars with the right match in today's time, to align your mindset with your own family members. It is that difficult. So I think it is important to just let people know that this is where you are positioned in life. This is your school of thought where you're coming from, and today the school has changed at this degree. So it is the time for you to shift from this level to this level. You cannot take a Gen Z back to a medieval period, but you can bring a medieval person back to a Gen Z level, because that is less uh, frustrating, and that is less creating a ruckus, while taking a Gen Z to a medieval period is something that's very alarming, and that's gonna crack more of a danger in today's time. And this is what is happening. People are actually pulling back the generation, millennials, Gen Z, common era people, to the medieval period, which is not making sense. Which is seriously not making sense, because we are so confined with the cycle of karma and we are living with it. So whoever has picked from South Africa Gandhiji as the right person to be on the national note is today not making sense to me.